welcome back. So I just finished prepping the Dexter room. Now everything is covered, including the ceiling. Um, cover the floor as well. Now what I need to do is take off this chair and let's start painting. Here it is, Mazda 27B, also called the Winning Blue. Looks very dark. There you go. Now I just need to stir it, put it on a cup, and then once it's in a cup, filter using one of these into the actual gun. All right. It is painted. Now all I need to do is apply a clear coat, and you can see these running marks. This is okay. I can actually do this after the clear coat is done, because we just need to sand it down and buff it. This is just like an excess of paint, which my bad, my first time painting. But overall I am happy with it. Now all I need to do is wait for it to dry and then apply the clear coat. And here, let's see if I can get some light on. I'm on my first coat of paint on the door, so again I just need to wait for it to dry, and same thing, clear coat, and that's it. Okay, so finished painting, removed the whole plastic, opened the garage door just so we can have a little bit more natural light, so we can actually see the differences in color. As you can see, this is the new paint, this is the old paint. Now we need to do the job of removing the orange peel and to blend this in, and I'm gonna sand it down. Now with the door, it's a bit more obvious. Just need to wipe this down. As you can see, it's a sharper line as well, so this is because this is the line of the clear coat, not the paint itself. So we just need to maybe sand it down. Maybe I'll just respray more just to blend it up a little bit even, because it is very visible. Also, one point to mention is I did have some run-ins, like in this area here. It's not perfect, but I'm not worried. I'm not worried because this is gonna have the foot panel here. It's gonna cover the weld bit here is also a bit visible, but the door is here. Not worried about that. The area here of the weld here as well, again the door is going to cover it. And then we have these bits here where I really screwed up, which is like this is the clear coat that ran in. Either way, I can sand it down, it's fine, not worried. But again, here you can see these marks here, but the weld line, look at that, very good. Again, with some sanding it will be fixed. I also ordered the vinyls, the chip guards that go here, so they will cover most of this anyway. It's funny because on everything I spray painted on this car is basically going to be covered, because this gets the foot pegs, the foot panels, this is going to get the side skirt, and this, I'm getting a wide body kit. That's why I didn't fix this. I'm getting a wide body kit, so I'm gonna have to chop this up. But the wide body kit covers this whole area here, so all this work and me trying to make this all be very pretty and professional, none of this is going to be visible. The only thing I really need to worry about is the door, and that's what we're going to work on now.
A few moments later.
So I had the sudden realization that it's going to be way harder to match this on those doors. And here's the car. So tried my best, but we still have like a difference in the color. This would not go away with just sanding. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna paint the whole thing. I'm gonna paint this door. I'm gonna paint that door, and then here I'm gonna paint the whole car. What made me think about this? First is I painted the seals, and it painted this area here, which is a quarter panel. So I might as well just paint the whole quarter panel. Now, quarter panel seals, rear door, front door, the fender, because as rust needs to fix, needs to be painted. That's basically half the car. I wanted to do the hood as well, or the bonnet, because there's like color matching spots that don't match. So I'm going to end up painting all of that. Same thing on the other side. So the only thing that's left is the rooftop, the trunk. The bumpers need fixing as well. So I might as well just paint the whole car. So that's what I've decided. And this way I don't have to spend a lot of time color matching. So that's it. There you go. Starting to look nice. So this, I've applied 3 coats of base coat. And I'm really happy with this door. With this one, I'm happy as well. But I still need to, you can still barely see a line here between the new paint and the newer paint, but this has the clear coat on it. So as soon as once I do the clear coat, most likely that will be faded, and then we have this really weird line, not sure if it's visible, it is, that after polishing will disappear. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to sit down, have a cup of coffee, and then apply the clear coat. And then I'm gonna start putting the trims and the seats back on, because this is basically done. Start working on the fender, and hopefully we'll be ready for paint today as well. Okay, all the trim is in, the rubbers, the seat. I haven't put the back seat yet because the seat belt, the seat belt rail has to go in first. But for that, I need to put the door in. I am happy with the way the doors came out. You can see no lines, no nothing, everything proper blended in. I will need to sand it down because you can see it's like very orange peel. But this is dry. I need to wait 24 hours for this to fully dry, but I'm gonna start putting this on the car. finally, here it is. The only thing missing now is the front fender and to put those basically undercoating rubbers at the bottom of the seal. But yeah, both are painted, everything assembled. You can clearly see difference in the paint. That's why I'm going to paint the whole thing. But yeah, man, these doors are hard. Alright, now a couple of things also I want to do, apart from cleaning everything, is that I need to jack this car a little bit more up, because I want to put seam sealer at the back of this, because it feels a bit rough. So I want to clean it, and I want to put seam sealer, and then I'm going to rotate the car and do the other side.